Hello everyone, I'm the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be taking a look at the NFL Week 1 schedule. Set to kick off tomorrow night when the Cowboys and Bucks go at in Tampa Bay. And I'm using this beta version of the next model for the Playoff Predictors website. So without further ado, let's get going with the Browns and the Chiefs. Alright, so for that game, look, for Chiefs games in general, I'll generally give more analysis for that. I might give you a paragraph about why I think the Chiefs will win, or why I think the Chiefs would lose. Whereas for the rest of the game, it might be more like, here's a sentence on why I think a team will win this game. Here, I guess I want to address some things I've heard from Browns fans. First of all, they talk about how Daniel Sorensen, how this hit at the end of the first half by Daniel Sorensen back in the divisional round between the Browns and the Chiefs, how it cost them the game. First of all, you put yourself in that situation, I think you make the same call. I don't think anyone realized that was helmet to helmet until they saw the slow motion replay. Secondly, you did not lose the game because of that. You lost the game because you couldn't stop Chad Henne, whereas the Chiefs could stop Baker Mayfield. And that's where I want to get into the fact that if Patrick Mahomes plays the whole game, the Chiefs probably blow out the Browns. Throw in the fact that the Chiefs now have a new and improved offensive line with Orlando Brown, Joe Tunney. Yes, I get there's 3 players on the right side who have not played a snap, but I think they have all earned their spot on the starting offensive line. Throw in the fact that this is a Chiefs team that has not lost in Week 1 since 2014. Meanwhile, the Browns have only won one game in Week 1 in the 21st century. They've had 20 opportunities. I think it's 21, actually, opportunities. And they've only come away with one win. Give me the Chiefs in this one. Alright, moving on, Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Alright, I don't think the Steelers' offense is going to do much. I do think their defense keeps them in there for a bit, but eventually Josh Allen gets going, and that's enough for the Bills to get the win. Then it's Monday Night Football between the Ravens and the Raiders. I think Baltimore wins this game. I just don't see how the Raiders are going to stop Lamar Jackson. I don't know how they're going to move the ball on Baltimore. I do think they will get a little boost from the home fans there. It'll be the first Raiders game in Vegas to have fans actually there. But in the end, I think Baltimore takes this one. Alright, Jacksonville and Houston. I think I would pick Houston here if Deshaun Watson was the quarterback. Unfortunately, he won't be able to play. Instead, they're going Tyrod Taylor, so I'm going to take the Jaguars here. I just think even last year's Jaguars probably would beat this year's Texans, to be honest. Alright, then we got Miami and New England. And I think this might be the biggest upset of the week. Which is, to be fair, there's not that many upsets I think will definitively happen. But I think Miami takes this one. From the lines I've seen, New England is favored by 3 in this game. I just don't see it. I think Mac Jones struggles against the Miami defense. Plus, a New England defense now without Stephon Gilmore is going to struggle against Miami, I think. Give me the Dolphins to win this one. Alright, so moving on, the Jets and Carolina. I think Sam Darnold can lump himself into the group of quarterbacks who were better when they got away from Adam Gase. So with that, I'll take the Panthers to win this game, as Darnold will start to prove that. Alright, Seahawks, Colts. I'm going to take the Seahawks here. A couple of reasons. Number one, this is generally when the Seahawks play their best football, at least over the past couple of years. Secondly, there's just too much uncertainty around the Colts quarterback situation. Like, if it was Carson Wentz and Carson was healthy, I might take the Colts here. But with there being too much uncertainty there, I'm just going to take the Seahawks. Alright, Vikings are going to dominate the Bengals. I just don't see how they're going to stop Minnesota. And then I think the Minnesota defensive line going to have their way with Cincinnati, making Joe Burrow run for his life. And if you saw the Super Bowl, you know you never want your quarterback to be running for his life the whole game. Moving on, we got Arizona and Tennessee. I like the Titans here. I think they take advantage of that question mark of an Arizona secondary. Alright, Denver and New York. I think Daniel Jones is going to have to play at a decent level this year if they're going to win games like this. And I just don't see it. I'll take the Broncos. Moving on, we got the Chargers in Washington. I think the Chargers have an underrated defense, and that's going to turn this into a defensive slugfest. But in the end, I like the Chargers here based on the fact that I like their offense better than Washington's. Moving on, we got Sunday Night Football. It's the Bears and the Rams. This will be the first time SoFi Stadium will be hosting any fans. And I certainly love the Rams in this matchup. I just don't see how the Bears offense gets anything going in this one. Alright, Packers and Saints. This game being played in Jacksonville due to Hurricane Ida. And here, it's another case of the quarterback situation determining which way I go. And I like the Packers. I trust Aaron Rodgers way more than I trust Jameis Winston. So I'll take the Packers here. 49ers over the Lions. And in that, it's going to be a similar score to the Vikings-Bengals game. But whereas the Vikings-Bengals game was more a case of me thinking the home team is incompetent, this is more a case of me thinking the away team is really that good. I think the 49ers are going to be one of the best teams in the NFC. And for that, I think they blow out the Lions. Alright, Cowboys and Bucks. This is going to be Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. We got the Dallas Cowboys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So who do I think wins? I'll go with Tampa Bay. I think they build a big lead early on. Dak Prescott will then be able to cut into it in garbage time. But ultimately, it's too little, too late. Tampa Bay comes away with the victory. Now we have Philly and Atlanta. The last game for us to predict. This has been a real good game in recent years. Here, I think the team with the better offense wins this game. And to me, that team is the Falcons. I think even without Julio Jones, even with uncertainty about the future, I like the Falcons to win this game. And start 1-0. So, there you go. My predictions for NFL Week 1. Do you agree with them? You can go ahead and tell me in the comments below. But also, if you like this, please subscribe. You'll catch more from me throughout the rest of the season. I've been the Sports Wiz 101, and I will see you all later.